Dear viewers, Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of News Bulletin. In the headlines today, around 350 employees of centralized maintenance area of SAIL RSP take part in road safety campaign to promote safe culture. Contract workers felicitated under Instant Recognition Award Scheme at Project Department of SAIL RSP for commendable performance. And SAIL RSP extends necessary support to Government UP School Pogra Bahal for improving quality life and education.
Executives felicitated for commendable contributions in normalizing sheet shearing line of hot strip mill 2 at SAIL RSP. Summer training program on towards managing contract effectively organized at SAIL RSP. And employees of SAIL Rourkela steel plant volunteered to clean market area as part of Swachhata Swabhiman program.
Enterprising efforts of the Mechanical Shop Collective of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant leads to huge cost savings. 25 employees of Ispat General Hospital of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant felicitated for their commendable performance. And RPL certificate handing over ceremony held at New Plate Mill.
Steel Melting Shop 2 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant receives appreciation for reporting highest near-miss cases in Q1 of 2023-24. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant providing nutritious midday meals to more than 39,000 school students for last 8 years.
SAIL's Rourkela Steel Plant signs contract for the operation of 6 BFNS 22.9 rigs on a lease and operate basis. Transparency is a key pillar of organizational esteem, says Mr. Ratanu Bhomik, Director in Charge, RSP and BSL to Internal Resource Personnel.
SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant registers national records in torpedo and steel ladle life. AR/VR based welding and gas cutting training held for the first time in HRD Center of SAIL RSP. And Doctor of Ispat General Hospital of SAIL RSP wins bronze in state shooting championship.
Hydraulic cantilever crane and hydraulic lifter cum trolley inaugurated in RCM department of SAIL RSP. Comprehensive first aid training held at SAIL RSP in association with National Safety Council Odisha chapter. And series of awareness programs on dengue and malaria conducted by the Public Health Unit of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant.
Coming to the news in details, in a resolute display of the unwavering commitment to safety, SAIL RSP organized a massive human chain event on 22nd July 2023. The event aimed to sensitize employees and stakeholders about road safety and encourage responsible behavior on the roads. Around 350 employees, including executives of centralized maintenance and shop areas, took part in the road safety campaign organized near the main gate of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant by the Safety Engineering Department on 22nd July. The campaign was led by Mr. R. Rajendran, CGM Mechanical, and Mr. Abkash Behra, GM Safety Engineering Department. The heads of departments of each of the departments under centralized maintenance and services area also took part in the event. The human chain formed from the main gate to ED Works Office Chalk witnessed active participation from several departments from centralized maintenance, mechanical and shops like field machinery maintenance, FMM, civil engineering services, CES, transport, shops, repair and construction maintenance, RCM, crane maintenance and MSS with their respective HODs. With vibrant enthusiasm, around 350 participants representing different departments joined the human chain, holding aloft placards bearing vital safety messages. The messages highlighted key aspects of road safety such as refraining from overtaking, avoiding red light violations, limiting cell phone usage while driving, shunning unsafe driving practices, and adhering to the speed limits within the planned premises. The campaign also shared valuable tips for safe monsoon driving considering the prevalent weather conditions. The timing of the campaign was thoughtfully chosen, taking into account the incoming employees during the general shift. The event commenced at 8:30 a.m. and concluded at 9:15 a.m., ensuring maximum outreach and impact. Employees entering from both the Sanskar Gate and the main gate had the opportunity to witness the powerful display of unity and commitment to safety. RSP has been at the forefront of conducting various safety campaigns to instill a safety-conscious culture amongst its workforce. The long human chain at the RSP was a powerful testament to the organization's commitment to safety and its proactive approach to creating awareness amongst its workforce and stakeholders. By uniting for this noble cause, the participants demonstrated their dedication to making roads safer and encouraging others to prioritize safety in their daily lives. Mr. Sunil Kumar, AGM, FMM and DSO, and Mr. Smruti Ranjan Sahu, Deputy Manager SED cum ASO, under the guidance and supervision of Mr. Avkash Behra. 4 contract workers engaged in the Coke Oven Battery 2 area of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant were felicitated under the Instant Recognition Award Scheme at a function organized in Projects Department on 22nd July 2023 for their commendable performance. Mr. Pramod Kumar Sahu, CGM Projects, presided over the function and handed over the token gifts to the contract laborers working under different subcontractors of Meccan Limited, a project implementation partner of RSP. Present on the occasion were Mr. P.K. Perapudi, GM Projects, Mr. Sanjay Mehrotra, GM Personnel, CIS, TMM Projects and CLC, and other senior officers and staff of the department. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Sahu appreciated the efforts and hard work put in by contract laborers in rebuilding of Coke Oven Battery 2. He urged them to continue the good deeds to be emulated by others. The contract laborers were facilitated for their contribution towards the rebuilding of Coke Oven Battery 2. Mr. Manoranjan Sharma, AGM Projects, proposed a formal vote of thanks, while Ms. Sangeeta M. Sindhu, Senior Manager Personnel, coordinated the function. I am extremely grateful to Rourkela Steel Plant for providing 4 classrooms, 1 tube well, midday meal and nutritious milk for the students of the school, says Mr. Ravindra Kumar Mahapatra, the Headmaster, Government Primary School, Pogra Bahal. Notably, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has been making a difference in the lives of children through different initiatives undertaken through the CSR department. Additional classrooms have been provided in 2 phases so that students can get a positive classroom ambience for study. A tube well has been installed for providing clean potable drinking water and ensure water availability to the students round the clock inside the school premises. Nutritious midday meal is being provided to the students by RSP on every working day through the Akshay Patra project, while fortified flavored milk is being given to build immunity in children. With all these initiatives, RSP has been playing an important role in building a strong, educated and healthy nation by adding value to the education system and making a long-lasting difference in the lives of local community. Notably, Pogra Bahal is one of the 19 model steel villages adopted by RSP, and the steel plant has carried out a number of development work in the village, including construction of road, community center with solar lighting and other facilities.
7 executives, including 2 chief general managers of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, were felicitated at ED Works Conference Hall on 22nd July 2023 for their commendable contributions in normalizing the sheet shearing line, that is SSL, of hot strip mill 2 in the shortest possible time. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, presided over the function and handed over the awards to Mr. R. Rajendran, CGM Mechanical, Mr. Ravi Ranjan, CGM Design and Shops, Mr. Shekhar Narayan, GM in charge Design and Shops, Mr. K.R. Mishra, AGM Shops, Mr. D. Raut, Senior Manager, Mr. S.K. Mohanty, Assistant Manager from Mechanical Shop, and Mr. P.K. Pramanik, Senior Manager, RSM. Present on the occasion were many CGMs and senior officers of the plant. The program was coordinated by Mr. R.K. Agarwal, Senior Manager, ED Works, Secretariat. Notably, there was a breakdown in the SSL of HSM2 and the uncoiler, which is the key sub-assembly for uncoiling the coil, was badly struck up. The damage to the uncoiler mantle was critical in nature. The nature of the breakdown was such that it was beyond repair at the site. Hence, the complete uncoiler mantle along with the struck up cylinder and bowl gear was dismantled and brought to the mechanical shop. This type of a job was first of its kind for the mechanical shop collective too, and suitable equipment was also not available. After a lot of brainstorming, various out-of-the-box ideas were utilized to salvage the hydraulic cylinder at the earliest. Besides, new sub-assembly parts were developed for the first time. New pull rod of length 5100 mm and diameter 160 mm and matching nut were made as per the tolerances. The pull rod and hydraulic cylinder thread matching was a critical requirement, which was successfully done with necessary jigs and fixtures. The pull rod along with the hydraulic cylinder was inserted in the uncoiler mandrel. The damages to mandrel were also repaired to take care of proper sliding of sliders. The sliding of all the sliders was reconditioned. The entire job was carried out round the clock in mechanical shop with close monitoring of various critical and parallel activities. The collective and concerted efforts resulted in completing the job in just 4 days, which is praiseworthy in the real sense of the word. Summer training program on towards managing contract effectively was organized at HRD Center of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 18 July. Mr. H.N. Pati, GM HRD, and Mr. Devadatta Satpati, GM in charge CCW, presided over the valediction function and reviewed the program. He took feedback and interacted with the participants. In all, 39 indenters along with planning assistants from across different units of the plant took part in the program. The session included an overview of contract cell works, its perspective, expectations and common pitfalls, the vigilance and finance perspective, the statutory compliance with respect to contract laborers, roles and responsibilities of principal employees, statutory provisions and compliances and RSP procedures and practices etc. were also discussed. Each of this session included case studies for better understanding. Mr. Aswini Kumar Sahu, GM F&A, discussed the finance perspective. Mr. P.V. Rao, DGM Town Engineering Contract Cell, took a session on perspective of contract cell. Mr. A.K. Biswal, AGM Vigilance, dealt with the vigilance dimension, while Ms. Sangeeta M. Sindhu, Senior Manager Personnel CLC, covered the statutory compliances. The program was coordinated by Ms. Annapurna Behra, Senior Manager HRD, in collaboration with CCW. A group of RSP employees comprising Mr. Sushil Sethi and Mr. Ganesh Oram, both senior technicians of New Plate Mill, Mr. Rath Haripal, Senior Technician from Civil Engineering Services, along with other local volunteers led by Mr. Niranjan Dhal, Senior Technician PR, volunteered to clean the cheap type market area of Sector 20 under the Swachhata Swabhiman scheme of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. Apart from general cleaning of the place, the cleanliness drive focused on intensive open surface drainage cleaning that was clogged by silt and litters. Plastics, papers, cans, bottles, rags and garbage were swept clean from the area by the team. The group aims to spread awareness across the township with regard to Swachhata by setting an example worth emulating. It is worth mentioning here that the Swachhata Swabhiman scheme of RSP primarily aims at inculcating the habit of sanitation and neatness amongst the inhabitants of the township, and as an incentive, the scheme has a provision of quarterly competition being held in 2 categories, namely Swachhata groups and individual participants.
The Mechanical Shop Department of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has achieved a significant milestone by reconditioning 2 25-ton slab lifter tongs for the new plate mill entirely using in-house resources. This enterprising endeavour not only bolstered equipment availability but also resulted in cost savings amounting to Rs 8 lakhs for the company. It may be noted that the slab lifter tongs are indispensable components in the smooth production process of the new plate mill. When the existing 25-ton slab lifter tongs needed immediate reconditioning due to the severe wear and tear, the mechanical shop stepped up to the task. Acquiring new tongs externally would have been time-consuming and expensive, and hence the mechanical shop team took the matter into their hands. Using a meticulous approach, the employees dismantled the damaged spares of the tongs and precisely measured the required dimensions. They skillfully employed state-of-the-art tools including CNC lathe machines and universal drilling machines to develop all the damaged spares from leftover cut-piece bar rounds available in-house. This ingenious strategy significantly minimized the input cost, making the developing expenses virtually negligible. Ensuring that every moving part of the tongs was thoroughly inspected, the team implemented a proper lubrication arrangement to guarantee their smooth and efficient operation. Rigorous testing and quality checks were conducted before the reconditioned slab lifter tongs were handed over to the department for immediate deployment. The remarkable efforts of the mechanical shop has yielded remarkable results. Comparatively, outsourcing the reconditioning tasks to external agencies would have incurred an expenditure of about Rs 8 lakhs. However, through their resourceful approach, the employees demonstrated exemplary dedication and craftsmanship, highlighting their commitment to optimizing processes and delivering cost-effective solutions. 25 employees of Ispat General Hospital of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant were felicitated with special award for their commendable performance in their respective area of work. In a function organized at New Conference Hall on 25th July, Dr. B.K. Hota, ED MNHS, handed over the awards in the presence of Dr. N.P. Sahu, CMO MNHS, Dr. L.K. Biswal, CMO MNHS, Dr. Jayanta Acharya, CMO MNHS, other senior doctors and staff of IGH. The employees who were felicitated were nursing sisters, hospital technicians, hospital assistants, lab technicians, hospital attendants, pharmacists, storekeeper, boiler operators and cooks, whose valuable contributions help in strengthening the healthcare system. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Hota appreciated the contributions made by each of the supporting staff who worked behind the scene to keep the hospital run efficiently. At the outset, Mr. G.R. Das, GM Personnel, welcomed the gathering and coordinated the function. Mr. S.C. Paricha, Assistant Manager Personnel, proposed a formal vote of thanks. 2 new recruits who successfully completed their RPL training and 2 employees who completed RPL training of trainers course received the certificate issued by Indian Iron and Steel Sector Skill Council at a function organized recently at the new plate mill department. Mr. Kartikeya Behra, CGM, NPM and SPP, presided over the function and handed over the certificates. Present on the occasion were Mr. S. Konda, GM HRD and other senior officers and staff of NPM and HRD. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Behra congratulated the recipients of the certificates and urged them to apply the learned skill sets for the betterment of the organization. Mr. Konda presented a brief about the importance and advantages of RPL training. At the outset, Mrs. Annapurna Behra, Senior Manager, welcomed the gathering. Mr. Abhijit Patnaik, Manager NPM, and the Training Engineer of the department coordinated the function.
Steel Melting Shop 2, SMS 2, Department of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant, received an appreciation letter from Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, in recognition of reporting the highest number of near-miss cases in the first quarter of the current fiscal 2023-24. Mr. T.P. Shivashankar, CGM SMS 2, Mr. A.C. Maharana, Senior Manager and DSO SMS 2, and Mr. Avkash Behra, GM Safety Engineering Department, received the appreciation letter in a program organized at ED Works Conference Hall on 22nd July 2023. The team's diligent efforts led to the reporting of 61 near-miss cases in the first quarter of the current fiscal period. RSP has consistently prioritized safety across its operations and remains dedicated to creating an accident-free workplace. To this end, the steel plant has adopted a comprehensive, multi-pronged approach under Project Nischay, which aims to instill a culture of holistic safety within the organization. Among the various initiatives under Project Nischay employees and departments are strongly encouraged to report near-miss cases promptly. This proactive approach allows the identification of potential hazards and facilitates the implementation of concrete corrective measures to prevent accidents before they occur. The practice of analyzing near-miss cases in detail helps in identifying the root causes and bridging the gaps, thereby minimizing the likelihood of recurrence. To ensure seamless and efficient reporting of near-miss incidents by the employees, facilities and links have been provided in the Rakshak Near-Miss Incident Portal and Nishchay Portal in the RSP Intranet Portal and Karmi Mitra app. These user-friendly platforms facilitate the quick and easy submission of near-miss reports, streamlining the safety reporting process and promoting a culture of vigilance and responsibility. RSP's initiatives like Project Nishchay and recognizing exceptional efforts are cultivating a safety-centric culture of continuous improvement. With a sense of responsibility instilled in every employee, the steel plant is determined to create a safer workplace and lead the industry in accident-free steel production. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, in association with the Government of Odisha and Akshay Patra Foundation, has been providing nutritious midday meals to more than 39,000 students of 327 schools situated in Bisra and Latikata block as well as Rourkela municipality area on every school day. The project, which started in 2015, has completed 8 years, seeing several batches of students passing out from the school every year. The flagship project undertaken under the CSR initiative of RSP aims at eradicating hunger, reducing school dropouts because of hunger and poverty, and addressing the issue of malnutrition among the children. The meal comprises rice along with different protein-rich foods items like chana dalma, rajma, barbati, potato peas paneer, potato peas soya bean and mixed vegetable on different days. Kheer and pickles are also supplied regularly. The hot food provided in oversized stainless tiffin boxes are transported in customized insulated vans to different schools within a radius of 60 kilometers. The food that is served is tested by supervisors periodically to ensure quality and nutritional value. A state-of-art modern centralized kitchen has been set up by SAIL RSP at Sector 7. This includes boilers, a rice cleaning machine, a cold storage, tailor-made utensils, conveyor belts, packing and cleaning facilities. Besides, several insulated customized vehicles have been provided to transport the cooked food to schools situated in the Latikata and Bisra blocks as well as Rourkela municipality area.
In a landmark move to revolutionize its logistic operations, SAIL's Rourkela Steel Plant RSP has inked a historic contract with Messrs. DP World Multimodal Logistics Private Limited for the operation of 6 dedicated BFNS 22.9 rigs on a lease and operate basis. The contract, signed on 26 July 2023 at ED Works office of RSP, is a first of its kind logistic arrangement by any PSU to strengthen its logistics to the next level with dedicated rig supply. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, Mr. I. Rajan, Chief General Manager in charge COCCD U&E, Mr. R.N. Rajendran, CGM Mechanical, Mr. Rajkishore Muduli, CGM HSM2, Mr. Subrat Kumar, CGM Hot Strip Mill 1, CRM SSM PP and RS, Mr. Dilip Kumar Bhanj, CGM Power Distribution, Mr. Hiralal Mahapatro, General Manager in charge T&RM, Mr. Devadatta Satpathy, General Manager in charge Contract Cell Works, and other senior officers of T&RM PPC, F&A departments and delegates of Messrs. DP World Multimodal Logistics Private Limited were present during the signing ceremony. It is worth mentioning here that this contract is the brainchild of Mr. Atanu Bhomik, Director in Charge RSP, who focused on stepping up the operational and logistics efficiency so as to enhance customer delight and achieve cost optimization. With the able support of Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi and relentless efforts of Mr. Hiraral Mahapatro, HOD, TNRM and his team, the project was materialized. Notably, these dedicated SFTO, Service Freight Train Operator, rigs will play a pivotal role in transporting RSP's high-quality steel from plant to customers, ensuring a streamlined and efficient supply chain connecting all rail terminals across Indian Railways, including SAIL terminals. In the customized wagons, load adjustment can be planned better to reduce dead freight. The groove system in the wagons will ensure safe handling of the products with least transportation damage. The inbuilt lashing mechanism will reduce the lashing cost, while the use of wooden dunnage will be completely eliminated, thereby reducing the carbon footprints. Messrs. DP World Multimodal Logistics Private Limited will monitor and manage the running of these rigs as per LSFTO guidelines of Indian Railways. Transparency is a key pillar of organizational esteem, said Mr. Atanu Bhomik, Director in Charge of Rourkela Steel Plant RSP and Bokaro Steel Plant, while addressing the Internal Resource Personnel IRP of RSP in a program organized at Manthan Conference Hall on 27 July 2023. Mr. Somnath Tripathi, EDMM, Mr. Alok Verma, ED Wines, Mr. A.K. Behuria, EDF&A, many Chief General Managers, HODs and senior officers of the plant were present on the occasion. The DIC presented certificates to all 24 IRPs of RSP who have successfully completed the awareness, documentation and internal audit on anti-bribery management systems as per IS or ISO 37001-2016 program conducted by the National Institute of Training for Standardization Bureau of Indian Standards in May 2023. Congratulating the IRPs, the DIC further said, responsible practices foster credibility among stakeholders. Let's work together towards expediting the implementation of IS or ISO 37001-2016 and collectively strive to promote transparency, accountability and integrity in our operations. Earlier, Mr. M.K. Gupta, CGM Vigilance, welcomed the gathering and briefly explained about the program. Mr. S. Bansal, AGM Vigilance, coordinated the certificates presentation ceremony. It is noteworthy that IS or ISO 37001-2016 is an internationally recognized standard for anti-bribery management systems. It provides guidelines and requirements for organizations to implement effective measures and controls to prevent bribery, detect potential risks and maintain compliance with anti-bribery laws and regulations. RSP is in the process of implementing the system in the plan to join the elite league of organizations with such distinctions.
SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has registered records in torpedo ladle life and steel ladle life, both being the best in the segment amongst all steel plants of India. The steel plant clocked the highest torpedo lateral life of 2,669 heats on 25th July 2023, surpassing previous best of 2,651 heats achieved in January 2023, which is highest among all steel plants in India. Similarly, a new record of inlining life of 125 heats in continuous casting machine steel ladle number 9 was set on 26th July 2023, which has now become a national record in ladle capacity of 50 to 70 tons. Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, visited the site and congratulated the collective for this stupendous achievement on 22nd July 2023. ED Works also presented a certificate of appreciation to the collective. Present on the occasion were Mr. I. Rajan, Chief General Manager in charge, COCCD, U&E, Mr. Ramakrishna Patra, Chief General Manager in charge Steel, Mr. MNVS Prabhakar, CGM Blast Furnaces, Mr. RN Rajendran, CGM Mechanical, Mr. Dilip Kumar Bhanjar, CGM Power Distribution, Mr. S.S. Panda, GM in charge Refractories, and several other senior officers and employees of the department. In order to maintain torpedo ladle availability for improving plant productivity, Refractory Engineering Services RSP has focused on expanding the service life of torpedo ladles. To effectively increase the ladle life, various innovative work practices have been brought to use. These include new lining pattern and maintenance systems like metal heel practice, window repair concept, modifications in heating cycle, online inspection and thermography, etc. Besides, regular ladle inspection and studies on thermal profile helped in identifying the schedule for general and localized repairs. Thermal scanning was carried out after every heat to a certain potential threat areas, while hot maintenance was done whenever necessary to prolong the life of torpedo. As a result, the torpedo ladle number 5 crossed previous best of 2,651 heats on 18th July 2023 and was taken for debricking on 25th July 2023 at a life of 2,669 heats after carrying 8,19,430 tons of hot metal. Similarly, at the CM1 of Steel Melting Shop 1, the steel ladle number 9 registered a record lining life of 125 heats, surpassing the earlier record of 120 heats achieved in April 2023. SMS1 being a very old unit, this is a major milestone and one of the key components on which productivity depends. It has helped substantially in enhancing the shop average ladle lining life to 87 heats, surpassing the average life of 80.36 heats recorded in the last financial year, thus directly improving the economics and also ensuring optimum ladles availability to cater the shop's production. The achievements have been made possible with effective teamwork, consistent efforts and complete dedication of employees of Refractory Engineering Services, Steel Melting Shop 1 and 2 and Blast Furnaces as well as other associated agencies. Adapting to the Industry 4.0 digitalization process, the HRD Center of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant held an augmented reality virtual reality based welding and gas cutting training program from 25th to 27th July 2023. Ms. Rashi Banerjee, CGM HRD and Mr. S. Pal Chaudhary, CGM Instrumentation and Automation were present in the inaugural session along with Mr. H. N. Pati, GM HRD and Mr. S. Konda, GM HRD. In all, 39 employees took part in the training, out of which 3 were from Durgapur Steel Plant and 9 from Bokaro Steel Plant. This module has been designed to provide theoretical input along with AR/VR experience and practical hands-on training in the welding and gas cutting shop of HRD. The trainees were made to have an immersive practical experience in the computer, just like computer gaming, where they learn to hold the equipment and the process of welding and gas cutting with computer-aided accuracy and correctness. In this training process, the AR/VR technology consists of software for welding and gas cutting, source stimulation, positioning system, plate with base material and a head-mounted display, helmet, Coupled with welding torch and gas cutting tool, the final hands-on training were provided at the HRD shops. This methodology has considerably reduced the time, material and cost in comparison to the traditional method. Apart from Management Training Institute of SAIL, RSP is the only other unit in SAIL to have this facility. Dr. Satyajit Sahu, Senior Medical Officer working in the Dermatology Department of ISPA General Hospital of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant, has brought laurels to the company as well as the Steel City by winning bronze in the 25-meter standard 22 pistol NR men's event in the 12th Odisha State Shooting Championship 2023. The event was held at Kalinga Stadium from 20th to 23rd July. Son of Mrs. Manju Sahu and Mr. Sambhunath Sahu, a civil engineer and former employee of RSP, Dr. Sahu has started his practice in 2018 at Kalinga Stadium, Bhubaneswar, while working as an assistant professor at KIMS Hospital, Bhubaneswar. Prior to winning the bronze medal, Dr. Sahu has been the title holder of the State Shooting Championship consecutively for 3 years. He has also been selected for the forthcoming East Zone Shooting Championship. This is the second time he would be playing in the Eastern Zonal level.
A hydraulic cantilever crane and a hydraulic lifter cum trolley were inaugurated in RCM Department of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant by Mr. R.N. Rajendran, CGM Mechanical, in a function organized on 25th July 2023. Present on the occasion were Mr. Jayadeep Sethi, GM in charge RCM, Mr. S.C. Patel, GM RCM, Mr. P.K. Nanda, GM CES, Mr. Abakash Behera, GM SCD, representatives from Civil Engineering Services, Safety Engineering Department, Design, and other officers and employees of the department. Speaking on the occasion, Mr. Rajendran congratulated the RCM team for their commendable performance and urged them to continue the enterprising endeavors for the greater benefit of the plant. Earlier, the mobile crane was engaged for handling hydraulic jacks, cylinders, power pack for issuance and service of customer departments, which was labor intensive and time consuming activity. Manual loading and unloading of these heavy yet high value items were quite unsafe. The effectiveness was less as no existing system of lifting was in place since inception, contributing to waiting time and multi-layered coordination. To overcome these shortcomings, the RCM team decided to provide hydraulic cantilever crane with flexible movement. Accordingly, the device was fabricated, erected and commissioned using in-house resources having capacity of handling material up to 1 ton. This has not only brought about substantial savings for the company, but has also eliminated Hydra requirement completely and reduced the equipment's spare consumption, ensuring quality and safety. This project has also been replicated in other areas such as RCM pump workshop and oil re-refining plant. With the objective of achieving the goal of zero harm and also as per statutory requirements, a 3-day program on first aid training by National Safety Council Odisha chapter was held at Central Power Training Institute of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant RSP from 25th to 27th July 2023 in collaboration with Safety Engineering Department. In all, 49 employees including executives from across the plant took part in the program. This was the second in series of the 6 such programs planned to be held at RSP for covering around 200 employees. Ms. Asha Kartha, GM in charge Safety, Mr. M.S. Mohini, Secretary National Safety Council Odisha chapter and Mr. Abakash Behera, GMCED were present at the inaugural session. Dr. G.S. Panigrahi, first aid trainer from Bhubaneswar, was the resource person for the program. The focus of the program was on 5 basic tenets that are preserve life, prevent injuries from getting worse, relieve pain, aid recovery and protect the unconscious. In this, different life-saving techniques were taught. Inputs on different types of treatment for different injuries were provided. Way of shifting patients with injuries and first aid for electrical shocks were explained. The program aimed at making people alert and aware so as to respond quickly and correctly during an emergency, reduce workplace accidents, create a safe work environment, and ensure safety while working alone. The program was coordinated by Mr. Abakash Behra, GM Safety, and Mr. B.K. Padhi, Senior Manager Safety. With the onset of monsoon, the Public Health Unit of Town Engineering Department of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant has launched a series of health awareness programs to prevent and control the menace of malaria and dengue. In the current week, 3 awareness programs have been conducted at Delhi Public School, Pragati Public School and Ispat English Medium School, Sector 22. Dr. Mrs. Deepa Lavangar, Additional CMO Public Health, Town Engineering Department, conducted the sessions. In her presentation, she explained different methods of mosquito breeding and ways of maintaining hygienic conditions at home as well as township. Precautionary and preventive measures with respect to the disease control, such as periodic cleaning of our flower pots, desert coolers, unused tires, etc., to avoid water stagnation were stressed upon. Use of mosquito nets and wearing of full sleeves clothing was advised. Symptoms of the diseases were also discussed for early detection and medication. Leaflets were also distributed on the occasion. Special emphasis was given on dry day concept, that is 1 hour on any one day in a week to be devoted for cleaning, sanitation and clearing water in and around the houses. The Public Health Department has also arranged for making and pamphlet distribution in public places to cover wider population. Larvicidal chemical Bilarv is being sprayed in potential threat areas in all the adjoining slums in different sectors. Town Engineering Civil Department is carrying out bush cutting and trimming to prevent mosquito breeding and keep the areas clean. And that's all for now. Namaskar.
Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.